Saturday. Got a bunch of crap done. Figured I'll go over it with you guys real quick, kind of show you what a day in the life of the Resplendent Crow is like. So I'll flip around here. I'm gonna start showing you some China cabinets real quick, and see right here. So what I've got a pair of these Pagoda China cabinets, and if you go to theresplendentcrow.com and just search Pagoda, you can see what they are. But anyway, what we've got here is we've got faux bamboo fretwork that kind of sets inside of these doors here. And what we have going on is the fretwork is just setting in here right now. What we're going to end up doing is we have to router in a couple of notches right in here so that this fretwork can set in here. And then when you see it along here, it should almost be nearly flush with the front of our door here. And it looks really nice when it's all said and done. And again, customers love this kind of stuff. Down here at the bottom, we got our faux bamboo trim put on here today. And again, this stuff I put it on with CA glue and pin nails. We pin nail at every knuckle. You see it matches all of our nice faux bamboo legs here. We open this thing up. Let's see what we got in here. All kinds of junk. But we got a drawer that's going to go in here, so we use soft close underbout slides. And have a nice drawer that comes out here. That'll be made of solid cherry. And everything's on soft close slides. So anyway, got quite a bit done on this one. I need to go over and do this one. Right now I'm waiting for this little trim piece to glue up. So that's kind of what we've got going on here. And you can see our trim, same deal here. This is a larger piece of faux bamboo trim that, just like everything else, is going to be is CA glued on, and then pin nails as well. So, and again, we paint everything. So yeah, the materials don't necessarily need to match the way traditional furniture would need to be, right? It's not important to mess up or to do grains and things like that. So I got going on there. Take you into our paint room here. In the paint room we have, let's see here. So we got some cool painted pieces to look at. So right here, we got this draper which is going to Wichita, and went ahead and we polished the top of it, and you can see that the top is just super duper glossy, and it's like a mirror, which is kind of what we want. You can see all the doors that are right above it, and it's just, like I said, it's beautiful. This is what we're kind of known for, is these really high-end, high-gloss lacquered finishes. And this cabinet is again on soft close slides, and here's our cherry drawer boxes, which are all clear coated and beautiful. And clients just seem to love those things. We sell the heck out of those. We got our chartreuse cabinet. Let's show you this real quick. This is chartreuse, and it's beautiful color. I don't know what the deal is here, but again, it's just beautiful, beautiful finish. And so got this thing taken out. Need to start thinking about getting it put together. So I think it's going to need one more coat of paint. It does look pretty good, but it'd be hard to see it in here in the light, but you can see just a little bit of that gray. So we'll 320 sand this thing, and we'll put another coat of paint on it. And I'll show you the doors real quick. So the doors have only one coat of lacquer on them, right? And if you, much easier to see it, you can see it in the light. You can see all the grain right there. So we'll 320 sand everything nice and flat, and then we'll hit it with another coat of paint. And 2 coats on the doors is usually enough, but you can see there's actually paint runs up here. So this is something that we'll have to sand out. We'll sand all that out, and we'll hit it, like I said, with a second coat, and it'll give it that brilliant high gloss lacquer finish that everyone kind of loves. But paint runs are a thing. So a lot of people don't know this, but your brighter colors are much thinner than your whites, right? Whites, if you look at, I'll show you our tinting system real quick, but if you use titanium dioxide, which is your white, it's very heavy, it's very thick, and it sprays really easily. But you get into yellows, greens, oranges, and even some of the lighter blues, and it goes on really thin. It's almost like water. So you really have to know what you're doing to spray those lighter colors. So come over here to the tint system, and again, we can mix up any paints that we want here. But if you take a color like this yellow, okay, this is again one of those paints. It's very thin and it's very light. Whereas if we go to the titanium white right here, titanium white is so heavy and so dense, it's wild. So your tints are going to come in. In this case, we got this one in gallon. We've got these in quarts. So if you take 2 of these quarts, and this isn't titanium dioxide, but if this was your white and this was any other color, the white's going to weigh maybe 3 times as much as all the other tints. That's how dense it is. It's kind of wild. So anyway, I'll run you back over to the back to our finish room. So I had customers in today, so we were wheeling and dealing on furniture, and not that we wheel and deal a bunch, but had two customers come in there looking at pieces, and they ended up really liking this faux bamboo piece here. So again, this is my final assembly room. This is where I have a lot of furniture for sale, but it's just full, absolutely full of furniture, and tons of it's going out. Anyway, client really liked this faux bamboo piece and this railings color. She was really into that one, and really loved this piece right here, which is an R-way. So this color is chocolate, and again, here's our our nice high gloss lacquer finish, but it's a chocolate piece with our hardware. So this is the Resplendent Crows hardware. It's solid brass, and it's beautiful. And this piece, of course, is on wheels. But anyway, R-way makes really beautiful stuff, and we hope the client ends up going with something like that. So funny thing, real quick, this hardware. So ours is solid brass, right? So it's pretty dope. If you come over here to, we have a Landstrom piece, which Landstrom is a very nice furniture manufacturer. So they have the originals. So this is actually it's like plated tin, but it's plated in this rose gold color, and it's, I don't know if I can give you a good picture of it. What happens is over the years it becomes really pitted, and you could see it just a little bit, but that pitting never comes out, and it might be more like oxidizing. But when you try and polish this stuff, the plating comes off, right? So because it's not solid, it's plated. So that's one of the reasons that the pieces that we make are all solid brass. So you can sand them, polish them. There's another good example. You can kind of see right here where my fingernail is. That's discolor there, and it can never come out. You have to be very careful when polishing this stuff. So anyway, so yeah, so hardware is an interesting business. So we have that going on today, and I'll take you back in the other wood shop, and we're working on our CNC cabinet. So I have a dresser that I had CNC cut, and I've been going back and forth with the programmer on getting all of the dimensions correct, because it doesn't line up the way it's supposed to. Shocker. So I'll come back in here. It's back here in doing some assembly work. So this is the CNC dresser that I got. Here, I'll come back. And you can see that we've started to kind of do some edge banding work here. I'm going to edge band some of these parts. But the big problem right now is that the top is a good 1/8 of an inch off. You can see right there. And that's because the dado that's right here actually needs to move over this way. And you can see that if we run our way over here, we're off here as well. So there's a whole bunch of changes. So I've literally got just a series of changes that need to happen. We got a bunch of work that we need to do to our mid panel here. And so I'm kind of working with them on that. And so also the drawer boxes, you can see that we have a hole back here from where the pin on the soft close undermount slides goes. And so that's got to go. You can't have that. But the guy did a pretty good job. It's going to take a little bit of work to get this thing going. I think a lot of people think that when you CNC cut furniture, it's all just perfect. But it does take a lot of work. And this is actually the first time I'm looking at making something that uses this kind of a different material here. It's very light. And I don't know if it's going to be good. I know this is going to paint very well. I don't know how well the cabinet's going to hold up. So anyway, so that's kind of what we got going on today. It's just a lot of little thises and that's, and running around, trying to sell furniture, make furniture, design new furniture, and so you just run around with your head cut off, and it's a heck of a way to make money. It's a good way to go to work, keeps you busy. And I don't know if I would do anything else. So I think I got another day of this tomorrow, and then I got more pieces to work on. Actually, maybe I'll go over that later. But a lot of cool stuff going on, and so yeah. Now I'm looking at my comments again. So yes, thank you. Yeah, it's coming together. It takes a lot of work. So these, I come back over here. These pagoda pieces. So I sell these for $8,000 a pop, and I got a customer here that bought 2 of them for their dining room. And this is, I think I've sold 5 of these so far, which is cool. But I still suck at making them. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know that it's very well understood. When you make these custom pieces, I mean, everything, you make as many jigs as you can, but then you get customers, they want like custom sizing, they want just all kinds of little requests, and you have to basically tell them no. Sometimes you have to tell them yes because you need the sale, but for the most part, you know, we're able to make jigs and make everything work. But it just, man, it takes me a good, I don't know, 6 or 7 units before I really get a good system going for everything. And I don't know, it is what it is. I mean, it's not rocket science, but then again, it's not easy either. So making all these trim pieces, like I've literally made just thousands and thousands of feet. Come over here, I'll show you this real quick. So these are all these faux bamboo pieces. I make all this stuff right here in my shop, and we use this stuff to put on all of our faux bamboo. And it's one of the things that we're known for, and it's a good way to make money. But it takes a lot of work. So anyway, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I need to go home, and I'm going to take the wife and the stepdaughter out for dinner and get up and do this shit again tomorrow. So whoever has a good night, and I'll yak at y'all later.